Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everybody who's joining. Hello. I need to check if I'm live yet. So, good morning, or if you're watching this after the replay, just hello. Happy spooky season. Hi. Okay, I see myself and I'm making noise. Let's see. Hi. Yes, I am making noise. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Susie. I see there's a few friends here in the chat. Hello. So today we're just going to do a live vintage chat. I'm just going to talk a little bit. And while we do that, I'm going to craft. Okay. Hi. Hi, Marianne. Hello. And so I did one of those things that crafters classically do. I think Rachel Maxey coined the term crafter's audacity. Oh, hi, Colleen. Hello. So I collect vintage purses. I have a huge collection of them and I love them. And I have been seeing so many cute, like spooky season Halloween purses being made lately by smaller brands. Hi, Chris. Hello. Oh, me too. Second cup right here. I have a second cup. Yep. um, and I was like, gosh, I love the idea of supporting small brands, but the purses are so expensive. They're like 80 plus, right? They're just like they're expensive purses. And for somebody who has an entire thrifted collection, basically my purses are under $10 average. And so I was like, oh, you know what? I can like craft a spooky purse. Oh, hi, Darlie Jones. um, did I miss anyone? No, okay. Oh, good. Craft along with me. That's perfect. But I was like, oh, I mean, I can make a vintage purse for like some kind of upcycled purse for cheaper. Y'all, when I tell you, I probably spent I spent at least the $80, probably over $100 buying these vintage trick or treat bags. Because you have to buy them online, pay for them, pay for the shipping. I had to buy multiple lots because I wanted to be sure to have enough. Yeah, it would have been cheaper to just buy the purse. So all these trick or treat bags. Actually, let's go through them so you can see them. They're super cute. But yes, I did that classic crafter thing where you go, oh, I can do that. I can make that. Heck, I can make that for cheaper. Well, the truth is, you can't make it for cheaper. Um, Crafters, even at craft fairs and Etsy and where they're selling, they're almost not paying for their time. Oh, hi, Kathy Wiseman. So let's take a look at some of these and then I'll show you what we're working on. You might have saw it in the thumbnail. But I picked up a bunch of these little treat bags. And I bought most of them online in ephemera groups. Some I did find in person, but not that many. I have a real big one. I don't know if we're going to use it. It's a really big one. It's super cute. But they all have just such fun graphics on them. They all feel very nostalgic to me. Growing up, my mom, she didn't do treats. She didn't do candy for trick or treating. She did like little packets like this, and she put like erasers in them, a pencil, a little puzzle, little items from like Oriental Trading Company. Yeah, I could frame the big one, absolutely. So these bags are very nostalgic to me. I remember having them as a kid. But yeah, we got all kinds of cute ones. So I remember these from my childhood. I do think these are a bit older than my childhood. These graphics aren't necessarily like 1990s graphics. They're not. They're earlier than that. Yeah. Yes. But man, there's just so many cute designs, right? Oh, this one's so cute. It's got a kitty, little bandit cat. Let's see. Are there any more I haven't shown you? I think I've shown you all these. Oh, here's one you haven't seen, I don't think. This one might be my childhood. This one for sure is my childhood. I remember this design. Let's see, any others? Oh, you might not have seen this one maybe, and this one. So yeah. Oh, and I don't know if you saw the cowboy yet. So yeah, there are just a ton of these treat bags, and oh, and this one. Let's see, another kitty. And what I thought we would do, always had bags tonight. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, aren't they fun? But like they average from like $3 a piece, and I think a couple of them I paid like $8 a piece because they were so like cute and nice. And then you factor in shipping, and I paid more than if I were to buy a brand new spooky purse that is $80 up. So, but what I was thinking is like in the late 60s, 1970s, even into the 80s, people made like these decoupage purses. Now there is, hi Beth. Beth, you counting down? Are you counting down to Thanksgiving? Because I'm coming your way then. You better be counting down. Um, so they made like these decoupage purses. And if you look on my channel, in fact, I think I'll share it on the community tab a little later today. I actually have a video where I made one of those decoupage purses, and I made it with pinups. It was a gift to one of my friends. She's super amazing, my friend Janice. She does pinup work, and she also does advocacy for long-term Lyme disease. And yeah, so I have done one of these before, but the kind I haven't done is I haven't done the lunchbox one. And so this is an old Aladdin lunchbox. Now, I pre-gamed a little bit. Oh my God, that's not the right word to say. Tell people you were a partier when you were younger without telling people you were a partier when you were younger. I can't believe I said pre-game. Um, like I did some work in advance. Let's just say that. So what I did do is this was in perfect condition. I went over it with some sandpaper. You can probably see the marks. Now, I did this outside and I wore a mask, okay? Because you don't want to breathe this in. Um, oh, good. Good, 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 good. I'm excited too. It's going to be great. So you don't want to breathe in what you're sanding off of here, but what sanding it does is it gives it a little bit of like a little bit of grit, a little bit of teeth for glue to stick to it. So the items you have stick to it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these bags, we're going to decoupage them all over it. I haven't actually figured it out yet. So that's going to be fun. And then I did start and did the inside already. So what I did for the inside is I lined it with felt. So the bottom is a orange felt. And then I put like a little black ruffle on there. Hope you can see that. And then the top is just black felt. So it's lined. So like if I were to put anything in here, it wouldn't be dinging against the metal, you know. That's just kind of the idea with that. As far as glues go, I do have some Mod Podge. I prefer Aleene's tacky glue. So that's probably what I'm going to use for most of this. I do have little foamy brushes. Also super glue. So almost under everything, I'm going to put a little bit of super glue too, along with the tacky glue. And we're just going to decoupage it. Now, when I'm done, if I do the coat oh, hi, Nancy. Sorry, I didn't say hi to you. Hello. If I do the coat of Mod Podge, because this goes out into the elements and Mod Podge is, somebody's going to yell at me because it's actually Mod Podge, which is probably from the 60s when this project was made. Because this is water soluble, I am going to take it and I'm going to put a coat of clear spray paint over it. And that's just because like this purse could get in the rain, it could get wet, and I don't want to ruin the cool vintage papers that are on there. So that is the plan. So I actually haven't like mapped this out yet. I don't know exactly how I want to do it. I figured that could be a journey we could go on together today. I am going to move the camera. There's going to be a point where I'm going to move the camera so you can kind of see what I'm working on. So just know that it's going to shake. Oh, and then also I have this vintage cake topper. I thought that could be super cute, like right here. I also have like a felt spider web. So I thought maybe however we do it, I could put like this little guy there or something. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. And then I also have these really cool stickers by this artist called Artist Abe on Instagram. And I got it at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. And a lot of them are inspired by vintage imagery and vintage pinups. And I was thinking maybe I'll put those inside this, like maybe up here or something. When you open it, you can see them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with these. So these are modern, but they're vintage inspired. So I thought it kind of fit. And everything else is vintage. Oh, hi, Kim. Perfect. Yes. Organize away. Organize away. I'm very sorry I didn't have a pre-made video done for this week. Um, Again, work is just crazy right now. We are having a referendum coming up, and I think everybody misjudged my involvement with that project. From my boss to the committee to the superintendent to me, I think we all misjudged my involvement because my involvement has been intense. And then when you add it on top of my other work and work that is busy seasons or whatever for me, it's just wild. And I'm working nights and weekends. And then I also want to have a life. Like I also want to do some things, you know? I work for a school district, the second largest in the state of Minnesota. So I do my profession is graphic designer, but I do so much more than that. I'm more of a jack of all trades, right? So I support community education and I make like the community ed catalog you get in the mail. I do the social media, I do website updates, basically anything that needs design work. I'm the person that figures it out. I come up with marketing strategies, all kinds of stuff. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Beth, yes. But yeah, so I'm sorry I didn't get a um all edited video out, but I thought we could craft together. I'm gonna do this for about an hour, okay? And we'll just see how far we get. Oh, and if we have extra time at the end, I picked up, come here, you. Ugh. I picked up a garland from Michael's. It's like spooky stuff. Sorry, it's all tangled. Little frog. But it's like spooky stuff. And I thought we could take this garland and we could use like the extra bags and hang them on here and then make this like a vintage garland as well. So part of this was on clearance at Michael's, this garland, and then we could put the vintage bags on here and then it would be part vintage, part modern. So that's if we have some time at the end. Um, which I don't know if we're going to have because I tend to bite off more than I can chew regularly. It's just kind of my thing. Trying to think if I forgot anything I need. I think we're okay. Where is Ugh. Vintage ashtrays, people? Great for crafting. I'm going to use this to put glue. And all right. And then I am going to move you. So if anyone is kind of sensitive to being moved, I'll look away from the screen now because I am going to move you, okay? Because I want you to be able to see what's happening. And come down a little bit. Or actually, no, let's go up and then let's bring it down. There. Oh, there. Yeah, all my secrets are being shown. All my stuff in the back is being shown. Yes, I'm pretty centrally located. Sometimes people think I'm in Florida because I have worked for the Disney company, but I no longer do. Here, let's see. I think that's okay. I'm kind of cut off, but like I'm not the important part. The purse is. So, but yes, in Minnesota right now. Um, but I used to be far more of a Rolling Stone than I am now. I have moved across the country 6 times. Um, and I used to think I was actually a minimalist. Um, and it was mainly because I couldn't take anything with me that didn't fit in the car. So I guess that's how what a minimalist is made of, right? If you're moving everywhere, you basically take, your clothes, your cat. So all right, let's check these out. And I do have a lot of duplicates of these, so I do think we will have enough for, say, the garland idea. I do think we'll have enough for that. Let's see, is there anyone I've missed? Oh, hi, Minx. I don't think I said hi. Um, just making sure. Oh, Christine, hello. I don't think I said hi to you. Welcome. I am hoping next week to have a new video out. It will be spooky season and vintage, of course. But we'll see. It just, when life gets crazy, right? And so I'm just going to kind of like look at the different bags and decide. I love the idea of having like cats front and center on this, but also I love the idea of having this vintage cake topper I bought front and center on this. So, it would be like if I put those cats there and then I put the vintage cake topper, I just cover up the cats, and that's not cool. So maybe these cats go on the back and we get a big old trick or treat kitty cat thing in the back. I think that's kind of cute. Like that. I think that might work. And because these are 2 layers, I am going to cut them down. Most of the backs are plain, but some of them are not. Oh, I know, I know. This is actually, I have a mortgage on this place. I honestly have been a renter for 17, 18 years, something like that. I did not think I was going to buy a place. But I was working for a nonprofit, and over the shutdown, they did a wage freeze. Like they didn't even do cost of living freezes or raises. And in like 2 years, my condo or my apartment rent went up just about 30%. And I went to my boss there and I was like, I need help. I need a cost of living raise. Like, this is unsustainable for me. Over half my pay I make here is going to rent. Like, it's just unsustainable. And they said, no, you can't have a raise. That's not going to happen. And so I started looking for a place to have a mortgage on because at least it's slightly more stable. Now, this next year, my property taxes are probably going to go up at least 30%. Unfortunately, part of it's due to me, part of it's the referendum. But it's still much more stable than having rent and not knowing, when that's going to change. I look at that apartment that I lived in now. It was half the size of this place, only had 1 bedroom. And the people who live there, I pay like $600 more a month than I do here with my HOA fees and my rent or my mortgage. They pay $600 more. So it just made sense to buy, even though I feel it's a little weird. Oh, I know. When I think about how much money I spent on renting, it was probably a house. Like, it was probably $175,000 in the past 18 years. Like, I probably could have bought a house. But I was just I really was. I was a Rolling Stone, and kind of in a good way. I needed space. I needed to get away from a lot of things. And I love moving to a new place and being anonymous. There's something great about that. I don't know. Some people think I'm crazy, but I love um, moving somewhere new where nobody knows who you are. I mean, even here in my neighborhood, yes, my neighbors know me and such, but like I can look like absolute Sasquatch poo when I go out places and nobody cares, because nobody knows me here. So, um, it is crazy, Beth. Let's revolt. Hi, Mark. Mark, you might be new to me. Hello, welcome. We are crafting with old trick-or-treat bags. And we're doing kind of like the 70s style purse with that. Now, because this is hinged, I probably have to be kind of mindful of how that's going to set on here. So, let's see. Yeah, I probably don't want it to cross onto the other piece because it's going to put wear and tear on the paper. So, I'm going to want it to go right to there. So I think this is going to be our first one. We're going to do the black cats on the back. And I think I have enough black cats to like maybe do the whole back top black cats. In fact, I know I have way too many treat bags. But yeah, all black cats on the back. And then we'll use that cake topper on the front. Okay, so I am going to use Aliens Craft Glue. It's what I prefer. I prefer it over Mod Podge. I just find it glues down more solid, less bumps. I don't know. I've been using it since I was literally a toddler. That's real. And I'm just going to use this vintage ashtray and put the glue in here. When I paint, I'll use a vintage ashtray for paint. I also use this for hot glue. I put my hot glue gun on here. You can see there's hot glue all over it. Yeah, vintage ashtrays are great, actually. Let's go a little crazy. I'll take the cap off. Oh, yay! Well, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us are vintage Halloween addicts. It's just so fun to find. I don't know. There's something about the thrill of the hunt, you know, where you're looking for something that's really hard to find. And then when you find it, you're like, yes! And you just think you're like the greatest thing. Um, Now, as I said before, I am going to use some super glue as well. I really want to make sure these things are bonded. I do think the tacky glue is going to do the job, but you can never be too cautious. So I'm going to put a little super glue on it because the suckers aren't going anywhere. Let me tell you that. Okay. I'm just going to do part of it right now. And get my sponge here. Oh, can you see? Oh, you can see. Great. And then I am doing this on one of those like 1950s cracked glass tables. This is pretty actually great for cleaning. I don't know if anyone's gonna have a heart attack when they see what I'm doing this on. Like, don't do it on the vintage table. But like, these are actually really easy to clean. So, but welcome to the community, Mark. We're a bunch of vintage loving weirdos. It's a good time. I honestly think this is such a nice corner of the internet with everything happening. Some corners of the internet, not so nice. So we want this to go right to the edge. Yeah. And then I am going to take some time to like really push stuff down because as you can see, it has grooves. And I want to be mindful of that because the graphic does have to go down in that or else I'm going to have some like bubbling problems later. So I am going to do some smoothing. Also, you could use like a credit card for this or I have one of those smooth tools. I didn't bring it. I don't know why I didn't bring it. I probably could have. But it's okay. Oh, this is sticking really nice. These people in the 70s who made these purses, they knew what they were doing. This is sticking really nice. Like, I'm really impressed of how good this is sticking. Uh-oh, I realized I have my window open and I have the heat on. My heat just turned on. Shoot. I don't want that to happen. I don't want them fighting because then it's going to get really hot in here. So I have to leave screen. I'm so sorry, y'all. I really try to not leave screen when I'm crafting or live, but it happens sometimes. I'll keep talking to you while I put up screen. Okay, let's get this on there. And then, yeah, so we're just gonna smooth it the best we can. You go from the inside out, and the reason you do that is to move the bubbles out. And how stinking cute is that? How stinking cute is that? I mean, come on. Um, all right. Give me 1 second. I have to be off camera for a second. Ooh. And this is under my camera leg. I'm going to shake you. I'm very sorry. Okay. I got to turn off the heat or it's going to get crazy hot in here because the window is open. It's only 40 degrees out. So turn that off. Okay. All right. I worked at the antique shop where I have a booth. I worked there yesterday and um it was fun to see the Halloween stuff people had out. Not too much of the true vintage Halloween, but there was still some cute stuff there. Oh, it's still 90s there? No. Well, I'm sure it's gonna be warm when I come visit. So there we go. Sorry about shaking you guys. I should probably have this figured out exactly how to put my camera up for crafting, but I don't quite have it figured out yet. It's just a little tricky. That's the bag you remember the most. Oh, really? Like you, one of these? Let's see. Yes, I do have the vintage chairs. For sure, the vintage chairs have been recovered, but I do think they were recovered in the mid-century because they're vinyl and yeah, but they for sure have been recovered. Yes, as a child, me too. And this isn't perfect, as you can see. Not everything is. There's bumps. It's not perfect. Oh, we got a fuzz butt over here who wants to come up. Hi, baby. You coming up, sir? Your adoring audience would love to see you, sir. Yes, they would. Oh, is he shaking the camera? He's rubbing up on stuff right now, telling me, "Mama, I want to be pet. Mama, come here. Come on. Come on, sweet boy. Come on, sweet boy. Come say hi." Captain Jack is trying to come up, but he's being a little stinker. He's definitely in his teen years. Um, he's gotten to the point where I can like call him and he just looks at me and turns away. Come here. Come here. You have to come up. You have to show me you went up. Yeah. Come on. Oh, sorry. That was really Minnesotan of me. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I have a spooky mug problem, but this is cool. It says spooky season. It's Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's Ray Dunn. Now, I know some people don't like Ray Dunn, but I am a coffee cup snob, and I love a really good handle, and she's just perfected the handle. That's all I can say. Mm-hmm. Kitty hair is a bonus. So if you get kitty hair um, on your packages of vintage when you purchase from me, just know it's so that you can clone your own Captain Jack later. And then I have another cup with water and this little ghost kitties. I used to just use the spooky cup seasoning. Come on up, sir. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to just use them seasonally, and then now I've just been like, they make me happy. I'm going to use them all year long. Um, but this is Captain Jack. If anyone hasn't met him before, he is my blind baby boy. He's been with me about 2 years now. I kind of feel like the cat distribution system did bring him to me. Uh, my soul cat passed away 2 years ago, and I was devastated. I did not think I was going to get another cat for a long time. And I do have another cat. Her name's Lily, but she probably won't come on the stream. Um, yes, I will. I will cover it with probably Mod Podge at the end and then clear spray paint at the end. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So it will have like a buffer from the rest of the world. He is. He's such a pretty cat. So my cat at the end of her old age was blind. She was blind at the end. And it was retinal detachment, which is exactly what Captain Jack has. It's not painful, so don't worry. They're not hurt. It doesn't hurt. Um, and so I was in this Facebook group for blind cats, right? And somebody posted this cat and they said he's been dumped on a farm He was about 8 months old. He was a kitten. And they think he's blind, but they're not sure. And so they came to the blind cat Facebook group to ask. And when you know it, this cat was only about 2 hours from me. And they said we can't keep the cat. It can't be on our farmstead. The farm is next to the woods. The cat's gonna get eaten. Like it's not gonna make it, especially if it's blind. Um, and that just tore at my heartstrings. And I went and got him. And he was not thrilled. He did not want to come home with me. He did not like me for a while. He's like falling asleep, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but he's falling asleep. And then when I brought him home, he hated me for a few days, but after a while, he came around. And once he was let out, I had to keep the cats separate. There's another one, like I said, you got to keep them separate for a while. I think I had him separate almost 3 weeks. One, because he had to get his shots and get tested and, that kind of stuff. Once I let him out, he had to map the apartment, right? That's how blind cats get around. They map their area. And so he was walking around like a little drunk sailor. He was running into everything. And I was like, oh, I should name him Captain Jack because he's a little drunk sailor. And his backstory is that of mystery of which we will never know the truth. And so that's how he got his name, Captain Jack. I also love naming my pets Disney characters. So yeah. Yeah, because we have a Princess Tiger Lily, aka Lily, and we have a Captain Jack. So, and just for anyone else's knowledge, if you do ever have a blind cat, please know that it's just like having a regular cat. They get around just fine. He gets up on the top of cat trees. I mean, he sleeps on the back of the couch. He's just fine. The only difference is try not to move stuff around in your house. That's about it because they'll run right into it because they don't know it's there. Hi, Natty. But other than that, it's just like having a regular cat. There's nothing that different about it. All right. Okay, we're gonna move on. Now, I think I have fully committed to the idea that, let's see, what's on the back of this? Oh, it's just white. I think I've fully committed to the idea that the front is going to have the cake topper. So what that means is probably the treat bag that's going to go there needs to be kind of like a pattern, like that. So it's like backing it, you know? I think that's a good idea. Let's see if I have more. Ooh, this one's good. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if there's more that are just kind of patterned that way. A lot of these have really cute seams, and I don't necessarily want to use those. Oh, this one's kind of cute. It's like a pattern. Let's see. Oh, your doggy's going blind. Be sure to get them tested for kidney functions if they're going blind, and for blood pressure. So that tends to be what causes retinal detachment. So just be sure to get them tested so there's nothing underlying else that you have to deal with. Sometimes it just happens with old age. This one's good too. But yeah, that I learned is the main way that pets go blind with retinal detachment. It's a kind of a blood pressure thing. I don't have any treat bags for sale at the moment, but maybe we'll give some away at the end of this. But I don't at the moment. Oh, hi, Kim. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We are making a vintage purse. Oh my gosh, I've already spent a half hour chatting. Good Lord. How do you people put up with this? Okay. So I'm thinking, yeah, because the orange is kind of nice and solid. And then I kind of like this bag. Let's see. I'm deciding which one. Ooh, I think I kind of like that with all the pattern pumpkins. That's kind of cute. Yeah, I think that looks cute. And then I think, let's see, maybe I'll edge it with one of these, maybe. Or no, there's room for a whole nother bag on the edge. So I think we'll just call a single bag in the middle good. Do I want to do a white one? Nope. Nope. I don't like that as much. No, what about this one? Do I like this one as much? What do you guys think? I kind of like that with the stripes. Actually, kind of like that. But I think this one might be the best one. Or maybe this one with all the faces. It still provides some pattern, but it's still kind of plain. Let's do all the faces. Like that. I have made a decision. Now, I bet I can make this bag a little bit wider. It looks like it comes a little bit on the back. So I think I'm going to be mindful of that and try to use as much of it as I possibly can. Oh my God, y'all, where did I put my scissors? See, this is the crafter problem. You can lose your scissors within 5 seconds. I do have an awesome stash, but it took me a long time to build them all up. I definitely want to do some more crafting with them too. I think they're fun. You can get these on eBay as well if you're interested. But like I said, they tend to be expensive. They're not as cheap as you would think. I was definitely surprised. Oh, you know what? I don't like it has a lip on the back. So that means the pattern doesn't go all the way. So no, I am going to cut it in the edge. I've decided. We're gonna cut through the middle. And then we're gonna cut it on the edge. And we're gonna do the best we can. Yeah, I kid you not when I say I have at least a dozen scissors in this house. And there are days when I can't find a single one. I tell you what, I have these scissors that stick onto the fridge like a magnet, and God, those are like my favorite things in the entire world. My aunt gave them to me. They were like a Christmas gift from where she worked. So they're like branded and they stick to the fridge, but they are like godsend. It's the only way I can ever find scissors in my house sometimes is like being like, I know where the fridge scissors is. Oh, oh, but you know what? Maybe because this won't go all the way. So the bag is actually longer than the purse. Maybe I can use those edges because it doesn't need to be that bottom might not be used. So okay, maybe I'm going back on my word. Hi Dawn, welcome. Good morning. I will post pictures of this when it's done. I honestly thought I would be quite a bit further than I am right now for the time. But that's like one of the things about crafting and making like craft videos. It's why like I don't get them done sometimes is they take way longer than you anticipate. Because unless you've done the craft over and over and over, you're never exactly sure how long it's going to take. And I do not like structured crafts at all. I love to wing it. I love to make up the craft as I go along. And unfortunately, that means that I kind of don't know how long my projects are going to be. And then, it all of a sudden a video that I thought would take like 5 hours takes like 20 with all the editing and all the things. And maybe I have to go buy new supplies and da, 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 So, yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. And then for anyone just joining, we are using Alien's craft glue and some super glue, some E7000. So we're making sure this sucker stays. um, there will be no like peeling up of the ephemera. Vintage ephemera will stay. Oh, and then next week's video, like I said, I am hoping on having uh, video published. It's really unique. It's some spooky ephemera I've never shared, so that's fun. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna do an ephemera share. I know those they don't do the best on my channel as far as watch time, but I think they're interesting. And I kind of hope when I do the vintage ephemera share videos that I'm kind of documenting stuff for people in the future. Because who knows, maybe no one can find the thing I have in the future and they wish somebody would have documented it. And by documenting it, I have preserved it for them. Or maybe they've seen it on Etsy and they don't want to pay the amount of money and they're like, I would love to know what this actually looks like. And then they find my video. So despite the fact that the ephemera videos don't do that great, I enjoy them and I think ephemera is fun. And again, we're gonna do kind of smoothing. Ooh, this one's getting a little wrinkly. Wrinkle alert, wrinkle alert. But we just gotta keep smoothing. Smooth it. Wrinkly. Ah. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, and then we're gonna run into the handles. Oh, sorry, I know that was loud. We're gonna run into the handles. What I think, do I want to try to cut that or do I not? I don't know if I actually want to try to cut those because I think the paper could go around it, and I don't think it is going to affect the clasp situation. Let me see. Let's see. Let's just try it. No, it doesn't affect the clasp situation at all. But the little silver clasp is cute to see. I don't know. Do I want to just cover it up? All right, I'm going to try the hard way. Oh, that's so fun. An Elvira lookalike contest. I love that. That's awesome. I was talking about Elvira yesterday with a fan. They had like an Elvira shirt on. And I live near the Mall of America. I wouldn't say like I ever go there because I live here. When you live near like tourist attractions, you don't necessarily go there. I think anyone who lives near a tourist attraction knows what I'm talking about. But they have an Elvira pop-up like bar right now. I thought would be maybe cute to go to. And what I'm just doing right now is I am making a crease on the paper around the like clasps so I know where to cut the paper. And by creasing it with this pencil, I get kind of a rough idea. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not that picky. Okay. Also, whenever you do like decoupage on paper, you are getting the paper wet. So what happens is it does stretch a little. It gets a little give to it. Oh, and I forgot to show you this. I also have some vintage lace cording. And I thought if the edges of stuff looks really bad, I could use this lace cording. So if I do a really messy job, I think I can cover it up. Oh yeah, that was a fun one. That 10, it was so much work though. Oh my goodness. Never again. Never again. But I did that to myself. But like sometimes I just get ideas and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this idea. I'm excited about it. And then it takes forever, So there was almost 15 hours of editing on that one because when you go to that many thrift stores, you have over 4 hours of footage. And I had to condense it down so that each thrift store's footage was only like one spooky song long, or else that video would have been so long. So each store, I took it down to one spooky song length. But it just, that was a whole whole ordeal. Thank you for everybody who's joining me today. Does anyone have some cool spooky spooky season plans? It was my best friend's birthday last week, so I'm gonna do brunch with her tomorrow. I think we're gonna have some pumpkin spice happening. And then I think today I might go on a walk on a really beautiful bridge. I think I talked about it in one of my recent videos. But 'tis the season, and I might go on a walk over the Mississippi on a beautiful bridge. And then on the when you look out, it's just full of trees and they're all brightly colored. So I think I might do that today instead of going to the gym per usual, because it's still exercise and, it's just something a little different. Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to? I think I want to trim this. It's a little too big. A little bit more. And it will stretch. So even if I trim it, it might not be perfectly aligned. But like you said, we got a plan. We got a plan if I screw up. We got Ooh, I like that. That's gonna be a lot of cording though. But I like that idea. I think it's a good idea. All right, let's get a little more glue on this. I definitely had to use clothespins to hold the inside felt down. I don't really know how sturdy this is in there. I use just the same materials. I use the super glue, and I use the Aliens glue, so it's the exact same materials, but I don't really know how well it's stuck. But we're trying. We're trying. Ooh, haunted house walkthrough. What? Okay, that's amazing. We have these haunted events at our historic homes. I actually love doing some of them. I don't know why I didn't book any this year, but I didn't. That's so cool. Oh, that sounds so fun. I usually try to do something spooky around spooky season. I am going to the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm excited for that. Oh, there we go. Okay. We have progress. Oh, yep, and it's kind of healing up when it's on that that little what do you call it? Hinge, but we have progress. Oh no. Oh no. Oh goodness. Well, I wish you a speedy recovery. Shoulder replacement. Oh goodness, that sounds like a lot. Because you're gonna have to have all that physical therapy. Oof. Don't knock the physical therapy. Oh yeah, stuff sells out quickly. For sure, for spooky season stuff. It just everybody gets really excited about it. Okay, now on these side panels, I want it to be like a really cool bag. So I think I'm gonna go for black cat bags on the back. So like this one and this one. And then these ones, I want them to be really cool. So I kind of like that one. And it's got like a moon. Like this one too. But the word trick or treat's gonna be off on that one. This one's pretty fun. Oh, I kind of like that one. Okay, this might win. Oh, I gotta keep smooth on this. Okay, so that one. Oh, and this one's such a classic. Actually, this might be great on the side because of that rising moon. That might be cool on the side. Oh yeah, we're gonna put that on the side. Already, I have decided. Ooh, what's this one? A little ghosty. Little ghosty with the mosty. That's cute. I think that looks nice. I think I've almost decided. We'll just try a couple more just in case. This is kind of a dark orange. Ooh, this is a good one. But I'm kind of losing. Ooh, I really like how Trick or Treat is so big. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's a possibility, but that might look good on the side too. Yeah, because that would be big on the side. And I think this front is already going to kind of look like a showstopper with what we're doing. So that's cute. Oh, but I've already decided on this one. So we don't want another cauldron witch. She's basically doing the same thing. Or maybe she's cute enough that no, I like that one. Stop talking yourself out of it. Stop talking yourself out of things. Yeah, I don't like where Trick or Treat falls on that. I do not like that. I love it where it falls on that because it's right above the, yeah. Okay, we've made it. I've made a decision. So we're going to do this one and then this one. All right. Oh, hello. Hello. I see some new people came in. Welcome. Hi. Yeah, all the choices. Sometimes when you have too many choices, it's not the greatest. This one fits almost perfectly, which is nice. Yeah, that's nice. The other one is going to take a little trimming. But what I do like about this one is it has some edges. Like I can trim this off and I can trim this off. Oh, there's a spooky cat on the back. Oh, dang it. This bag goes around a little bit. I think we're just going to have to sacrifice the spooky cat. I think he's just going to have to go. Oh, I bet I could put him in here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the cat on there. Save every cat. No pumpkin left behind, right? Anyone been watching anyone been watching Shiny Bright Doggo for the spooky season? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I did the inside first. It's felted. So it's felted and then it has like a ruffle. Put a ruffle, velvet ruffle. But this is black felt on the top and then orange on the bottom. I did that before we started just so it would be done. Along with the sanding. Again, just so it was done. Oof. That sounds wild. Wow. Man. I didn't know that could even happen. So I'm assuming you fell? Like that's how that happened? Oh, Practical Magic. Fun. I haven't watched that one in a long time. I have such a problem sitting down and watching TV or a movie. It's some weird thing in me where I like feel guilty about like not constantly doing things. It's something I've definitely been trying to work on the last few years. Like productivity doesn't equal value. Like I really have been trying to work on that. But my whole life, like to get like praise or to be treated kindly, things like that, I would do as much as possible. I would be the one that put things together. I would be the one that did the thing. In the group project, I'd be the one that put it all together. Like it's just something I've kind of learned. And I think also being somebody that really enjoys like being single and being like autonomous, I fill my time with stuff. Oh, that's awesome. She bought the shirt. Oh God. Oh, oh no. Well, I'm glad hubby did find you. Woof. What an ordeal. I don't know. You all probably know who Gabby Lish is. You probably know her in the chat. If you haven't, you'll know her soon. She's really wonderful. So I have met her in person a few times. And when I broke my foot last year, Gabby Lish was actually here visiting me. And honestly, she's an amazing member of the vintage community, and I consider this woman my guardian angel. I kid you not. Um, I was supposed to be alone the day, you said you laid there for a while. Like that's just scary. That's scary. I was supposed to be alone the day that I broke my foot. I wasn't supposed to have anyone with me. I was picking up an auction lot in on the weekend, back in storage units in an industrial complex. Like I was all alone out there. And then that morning, Gabby texted, and I'm like, why are you texting? What do you want? I wasn't that mean. That made me sound really grumpy. Um, and she's like, surprise, I'm in town just for a day. Da, 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 da. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Let's spend time together. So we did. We spent time together. And I flew down a set of stairs. I have 12 pins and 2 plates in my foot. It was a 3.5 hour surgery. It was quite the ordeal. But Gabby is a physical therapist, licensed physical therapist. Her husband is a surgeon. It's just like she knew exactly what to do. She knew exactly how to take care of me, got me to the hospital. She was even telling the EMTs what to do. Like it just, she's my guardian angel. Like she was meant to be there that day. And she lives in California. But I firmly believe she was meant to be there that day with me. Oof. Down the deck. Yuck. Oh yeah, it's no, we're in progress. I'm not, it looks like I'm not going to get that far. We're about at an hour. So I promise that I will post the final how this turns out at the end on the community tab, okay? But I did want to make this about an hour. So thank you so much for joining me. Next week, look forward to a spooky season video. I'm going to share some ephemera I've never shared before, so it should be fun. And more spooky season content to come. So I think I'm also going to do a birthday unboxing coming up. I did buy myself some ephemera for my birthday because that's who I am. All right, y'all. Yeah, we are at the top of the hour. I honestly, Chris, I don't know. Like I said, I always have to be busy, and I felt guilty that I didn't have a video out this weekend. So that's why I'm live. Live videos don't help your channel. I don't know how any other way to say it. It's just YouTube doesn't promote your live videos after they aren't live anymore, and so they don't help your channel. So I should always try to do content, pre-made content to help my channel. And y'all, I am only 4% away from reaching 10,000 subs. And over 70% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. You're always fun too. So, all right, y'all, stay creative and stay spooky. And I will talk to you all soon. I'll see you in the chats. You know I will. Oh my goodness, we're almost just at an hour. Look at me babbling on and making it to the end. All right, y'all. See you next time.